There's always got to be one in the audience, isn't there? Thank you. Thank you so much for being with me. I'd like to take you off to Amsterdam, because it's rather a nice place to be at this time of year. It's exactly at this time of year, not at any other time. Here we go, the Apollo Hotel, smashing pub, very modern, surrounded on 5 sides by canals. I've never quite been able to understand that. How can a place that's square be surrounded on 5 sides by canals? Must be one going straight through the hotel. This is the chef, jolly, fat fellow, name of Hubert. This is his unfinished symphony that he has on the table here. This is Dussel. And a Dussel, well, this particular Dussel is not the sort of Dussel that one loves and knows so well. It's a strange mixture of liver and kidneys, and it was a bit slushy. Those are Nederland oysters. Very easy to open because they've been opened before. Now they're about $1.15 each, so I thought I'd nick one. He has a better double reaction than anybody I know. And you make this sort of motel pillow out of the whole thing. You should take one whole saddle of lamb, preferably, because it's more digestible, and make it up as a sort of pillow arrangement. It's rather like a care package, actually, at the moment. And then roast that and stuff a great skewer in the back, and then carve it in front of this beautiful view from the majestic dining room of the Hotel Apollo, over absolutely nothing. At night time, you cannot see a thing, just a great grey, turgid canal. Rather like you lot, actually, at the moment. You know, just little lights coming off your spectacles. There he is, the Galloping Gourmet. And she's laughing again. I don't know why. She laughs better at nothing than anybody else I know. Come down into the audience. Now, I gave the chef, because I designed this dish, and he'd done it, so I gave him a taste. Let's see what he thinks. He thinks it's nice. Actually, it was quite good, and that's the thing that I'm going to be doing for you today. But I don't know whether you know it, but Amsterdam, in Holland, is the heart of the antique dealers all over the world. It's like the rare gems, like this piece of humor, are all there. I just want you to make you realize that you are right now going to receive one of the greatest stories ever to be written or performed on the live Shakespearean stage. The antiques went across to England, you see, and this fellow walks into this antique shop and says, I say, sorry, I'll do that again. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. I say, have you got a commode? Yes, sir, will you come this way, please? This is one of our finest examples, sir. It is marble, columns, gold filigree work, a bird walnut seat, and a cistern which was hand-filled by cistern monks. And silk sheets instead of paper. This was designed especially for Louis XIV. It's $10,000, sir. Actually, that's rather more than I had hoped to pay. Have you got anything a little more reasonably priced? Certainly, sir. There's this. This belonged to Queen Victoria. Notice the padded rim and the royal coat of arms on the bottom of the commode, not Queen Victoria, you understand. I can do that for you, sir, for $500. Actually, I was hoping something just a little less. Oh, I understand, sir. Well, there's this Clive of India's, he called it a piss helmet. Then I think actually, sir, what you're really looking for is this this marvelous example of old Russia. You mean to tell me you're offering me 2 poles as a Russian commode? Yes, sir. How does it work? Well, sir, it was like this. When Tsar Nicholas I used to visit Siberia, he took these 2 genuine commode poles with him. He drove this one down into the earth to hang his coat on, and he kept the wolves away with this one.
She has one rule in her kitchen. There are no rules.
Food is a bit like romance.
Incredible. Took him 10 swipes at a golf ball to get it in the hole today. His cue, that was, not the ball. Do you play golf with a cue? I used to lie flat on the green and do this. The only way I could get it in. Mrs. Worthington. Right. I have here rather a large saddle. I went to Calgary this year, and this is a saddle of Canadian lamb. I'd like to show you something, unless I've lost it. No, it's over here. This is my receipt. This is a bill. Actually, I haven't paid it yet, so it can't be a receipt. I'd like you to see the price that we paid for the saddles. $85. That is Canadian lamb. Now, I trimmed it back a bit and sent some back. This little fellow cost $20. And I'm not expecting you to do very much about it, except make sure that if you do buy Canadian lamb, buy it at a sensible price. Because that is ridiculous. I think that is stupid. And now in the days of rising costs and everything, and people start taking us for a ride like that, I think it's about time to stop. Also, it came complete with the tips of the shoulder blade, which is one thing that tailors try a great deal of trouble, to get rid of. Right. Now, look how easily this is done. Because if you don't do it yourself, then you're going to have to get the butcher to do it. You just cut through like that, and it comes all out. See? It's really nothing to that at all. No. Thank you. It's one of my favorite tricks. I am now doing it. No, I really wanted to have more time to show you what went into it than how to cut it off the bone, because you should try and coax your butcher. That may be easier for some of you ladies to do than it is for me. I don't appeal to my butcher that much. I've tried all kinds of new deodorants and everything else. I wore my kilt one day. I went in and I said, no, how about just deboning that now? And he said, oh, come on now, come on. Used to be Eisenhower's butcher, If he did it for Eisenhower, why didn't he do it for me? That's what I want to know. Thank you. Right, so we just cut that off there, and we then have a saddle. You notice that I have cut that off, and this is what I would like your... Sorry. Hello. It's funny talking to you over a saddle. To the garden wall. This is a saddle with the 2 sort of center cuts of the saddle sort of running down in between here, and it is a beautiful saddle, God what. Right. Now, inside, it's got 1 kidney. Like most of us nowadays, it's this polluted atmosphere. Now, what is one left with? After you've weighed this, you find that you're left with about a $9 breast piece, which could be kind of fun at a fancy dress party, couldn't it? No, I mean really. Surely somebody would like this. $2.50. $2.75, $3, $4, $5, $7. You, madam? No, it's very good. All you do is you steam it. $4? $4? 4? We'll come round. When we sell the ice cream and the nuts, we'll be round and telling you. All right, so I must just take you at the moment. That's all right. I promise. Make sure you've got that lady's name. Very good. All right, so we've got all that business together now. Now look, what I'd like to show you is this. This green thing is celery, and the orange thing there is a carrot. That's right. Now, what we do with these, with the carrots and the celery, is we chop them up. This is done quite simply by passing a knife through it. We're going to get to the exciting bit any moment now. Did you know that? You didn't? You didn't? What were you doing this afternoon? We're all afternoon, we practice the exciting bit, you see. And the exciting bit's really fun. 4 ounces of carrots, 4 ounces of celery, and 4 ounces of onion. Just a small amount of onion like that, all right? Just slice that up. All right? Had a good day? All right? You had a good day? All right, so we just take a little clarified butter. A very little clarified butter. Always make it sound like a bull, always gets it going. Right. Just take some, if that was another bleep, for you people in New York, congratulations. It's nice to be part of the human race. Right, so having put all that stuff in there, we'll just shake that.
Smart Tips with organization expert.
Right, so turning that up there like this, you just take 3 kidneys. Those are 3 kidneys. Left, right, and... Just slice those up there so as to get those kidneys into several well evenly cut pieces. Pop the kidneys down into the bottom of there. Do you like kidneys, madam? Thank you. Right. Take 2 large, small size of mushroom. Slice the mushroom up into quite large pieces, pop it in there, and chase it with another 3 ounces. We got that. Take half a lemon, squeeze it. Next, shaking all that around together, just hold it. Chop up the shallots. My lady of shallots, my lady of shallots, what are you doing there sitting such a lot? I'm sitting such a lot because I've got a bunion on my Spanish onion. If I get you bending tonight, pom pom. Good Lord, they've woken up. I say. Who was that woman I saw you with last night? I don't know. I'm never with a woman. Yes. There's no woman, that was my wife. It was. No, it was. And I was wearing a green shirt. Trina likes it when I do that. I mean, no other cook does that. Very good reasons. Right, so having done that, you let it fry a little bit, and when it's fried a little bit, about 15 minutes thereabouts, you put it over there, put that down there, bring that back there, turn that into there, let that cool down, and here it is when it's cool. Right. So having done that, you take 1 egg, brilliant dish this, designed it all myself. Just a little grit between friends, doesn't matter. After all, John Wayne did it. All right, stir all that around together and it's all sloppy. Now, get hold of your saddle. Take a sharp knife, take this piece of the fell and go... Just cut off the edge of the fell, cut off the edge of the blanket, like that. You don't want a piece of blanket. That's like blanket. That really is. That's terrible stuff. And it won't come down properly, will it? Trim that over like that. Do that like that. Screw it with salt like that. Pardon, madam. Speak to me afterwards. We fine eyes and we... Oh, now let's get on with it. Cross your legs and grind some black pepper. Better when you cross your feet. Having done that, why? Speak to me later. Can't give away everything on the show. Then you pile all that slush in the middle. Are you pleased? Well, no, that's all right. I never really know. And then you just simply take some oysters, some nice plump oysters in there, and then... no, do stop talking to yourselves. I mean, if you want to make appointments for the PTA, come up here and let everybody know when they're meeting. Would you like my studio director to pass amongst you? He has learnt mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Usually there's a storm of approval at that. Doesn't matter. You'll wait another day. This you then tie up together like that, you see. It's quite simple, and you get a piece of string. Now, oh dear, oh no, it's all right. This piece of string, you need it that long, right? Take the short end, pass the short end, under the long end, under the piece here, tie it round, move it up, push it through there, tighten it up, push it through there, it all comes undone. No, it's all right. Then you just... Do you realize that you're in control of this studio? You know, it's your responsibility. I mean, all these people here, I mean, they get in for nothing. Did you know that? Nothing. I mean, you know, we send out, they send their stamped addressed envelopes, we take the postage stamp off their envelopes. We've got to make some money somehow. I know that, and they have to pay the postage when it finally arrives. You did? See? 8 strings all the way around there like that, and the kidney. That's what they call the floating kidney. Right. There's another one. So you pop it all down there, and then you take this liquid clarified butter once again. Pop it away, 325 degree Fahrenheit oven for 2 hours and a half, and here it is. Now that's a beautiful... How many more minutes have I got? You see, I designed this board, I designed everything myself. You can shoot it all off there. There's a reservoir for floating kidneys. Delicious. And you surround it with the cuttings from your lawnmower. Makes it look quite gorgeous, doesn't it? You know, fling it around with mad abandon. No, but there it is. It's rather nice. I'll carve that for you in each piece in just a moment. Kidneys to you. The board director's just gone out. This. Hello there. Right, here is a beautiful succulent piece of lamb. Tis. Better 'tis done than not underdone. There you are, don't get too fat on that. When you consider this is about $1.50 a serve at the moment, and the watercress is all over, that means I've got to wash out that tablecloth thing as well. You know I do all the menial things. So here is this tiny little succulent knob. Eat your heart out. Please. It is delicious. I can hardly swallow because I'm Scottish and it costs so much. Thank you so much for being with me once again. May God bless you.